Hello everyone, welcome back to Press for Truth TV. Thanks for tuning in once again. I hope you had a great weekend. Today is Monday, January the 23rd, 2012, and I have some good news to report on that came in this weekend in regards to one of the ongoing cases that's been going on in regards to an incident that happened at the G20, which of course came to Toronto back in the summer of 2010. And it's amazing to think it's already been a year and a half since the G20 came to town, since that traveling circus of tyranny, which I often refer to it as, descended upon our city. And I mean, we saw the biggest violation of civil rights that we've ever seen in the history of this nation. I'll certainly never ever forget some of the things that I experienced and witnessed and documented, and all of which of course was compiled into our film Into the Fire, which if you haven't seen yet, please do check it out. I will include a link in the description to the film. And in the film we interviewed the person who's involved with this case that just came out over this weekend, and his name is Adam Nobody. Some of you may be familiar with his case. Adam was standing at Queen's Park in Toronto on June 26th, which actually at the time was the designated protest zone. And so he was simply exercising his rights by just, joining in solidarity and standing there in that park, when all of a sudden he was rushed, jumped, and just attacked by a group of police officers who essentially beat him up. You can see it in the footage that he was just jumped and beaten up by these guys. And I remember initially it made national attention, and Chief Bill Blair made a statement about it, saying that nothing can be done because the video evidence is not conclusive and it appears to have been tampered with, which was ridiculous statement. And of course in the following months more footage came in, and they no longer could deny the incident and had to officially launch an investigation. And one of the officers, specifically the guy seen with the baton who is smashing in Adam's face, broke his nose, shattered his cheekbone, put him up in the hospital, beat him up. That officer was charged with assault, criminal charges of assault with a weapon, and rightly so, because that's exactly, what happened. He assaulted the man. And so now, though, this weekend, the SIU has just released a 172-page report, which now names 5 other officers who were involved in the incident. So this is definitely a good thing, that, justice is beginning to be served on some of these officers who acted in that way and behaved like thugs that weekend. Now, one of the things is that some of these guys, these 5 officers, may not face any charges because the statute of limitations has expired. So basically, the amount of time that is allowed for you to, say, launch a complaint on a police officer, if a certain amount of time goes by, it's null and void. And that appears to be what happened in this case, which of course has upset Adam Nobody, because it turns out that they didn't launch an investigation into his case until 6 months after the actual incident. So 5 of these officers have been named, but they may or may not actually face charges. It all depends on if Chief Bill Blair wants to extend the statute of limitations. Then these guys will be charged. So anyways, at least these cases are, it takes a lot of time. Sometimes these things are slow to come around, but they are coming around. And I still feel we still need a full federal public inquiry to really get down to the bottom of everything that happened that weekend and where the chain of command was coming from, because there was a lot more officers than just those 5 who were involved with these similar kinds of incidents. So at least we're moving in the right direction. So that's a good thing that I wanted to report on this morning. Now, on another note, completely unrelated topic, I'm happy to say that I'm almost ready now and all fully set up to start doing the video Skype interviews and start getting some guests on the show here at PFT TV. Make things a little more interesting so you don't just have to see me every day, and I can have some interesting people on to discuss their fields of expertise. And this is all possible because I was talking to one of the viewers, and I mentioned how I'm in pretty bad need of a new laptop. My laptop's going on 7 years old, and it's just starting to act funny. It's starting to just shut off, and I'm afraid it's not going to turn back on. And I've been stressing out about it a little bit because if my laptop dies tomorrow, I'm kind of screwed. And I've wanted to start doing these video Skype interviews, but my machine just couldn't quite handle it. The videos were delayed, and it was all coming out choppy. And so I mentioned that I need a laptop, and I won't say his name because for all I know he wants to remain anonymous, but one of you, the viewers, if you're watching right now, thank you so much. This person said, hey, if you need a laptop, I got one that you can have. I don't need it and you do, so it's the least I can do to contribute to the cause and support your efforts. And so sure enough, 7 days later, it arrived in the mail. So I now have a new laptop thanks to you, one of the viewers. And again, if you're watching today, you know who you are. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. This is going to allow me to start doing these interviews right away, and everything's just going to be much smoother, quicker, better. So thank you so much. It's people like you who are making it possible for people like me to be able to continue to do this kind of work. Awesome stuff this weekend that I just wanted to share with you guys. And yeah, I guess that's it for today. We'll have some of those interviews lined up real soon for you. I'm looking forward to getting into that, make things spice it up a little bit around here. And anyways, that's it for today, guys, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Take care.